Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Charles. Today we have a call-in from a guest. A call-in from Big Burp from Planet Purple. I don't know, that's kind of weird, huh? Let's see what Big Burp has to say.
Hi, Dr. Charles. This is Big Burp. I got a question for you. Can you tell me how electricity works?
Interesting. So you want to know about electricity? I got an expert in that field. He's the guy to ask. Let's go to him. Come on, bud.
Thanks, Dr. Charles. Hi, I'm Bud. Today we're going to learn about electricity. What I have here are two C-sized batteries. Each battery contains 1.5 volts of electricity. If you look at the top of the battery, it says plus, because that's the positive side of the battery. And the bottom
You mean the bottom, the butt?
No, not the butt half.
You confused me.
The bottom half
the bottom is
a negative. It makes a difference how you hook them up to the motor. This is the motor here. If I stick the motor on this block of wood, and I take and hook up the positive half to one side, and the negative half to the other side, it turns around. But if I switch sides, it turns the other way. Inside every battery are electrons, and all the electrons want to do is go from one side to the other side. But they can't do that unless there's a conductor of electricity, like a wire. If I put a wire on the one side, the electrons want to go down the wire and end up on the other side. But hooking a wire up directly is a good way to kill your battery. So instead, we will put a load on the battery. The electrons will go up this wire, go through the load, cause the motor to turn, and return at the other end of the battery. Now let's talk about the difference between series and parallel. If I take this one battery and I put it onto this motor, it will spin at 1 times for 1 hour. However, if I hook them up in series, that means plus to minus, just like so, and if I hook that up to the motor, it will spin at twice the speed, still for 1 hour. However, if I take two batteries and I hook them up, plus to plus, minus to minus, that's called parallel. Parallel, when you hook that up, it will spin the motor at 1 times the speed, but for 2 hours, not for 1 hour. It has more current. This has more voltage. Wow, look at these cars go! Have you ever wondered how these cars work? Well, let me tell you. Now you see this track here, there's a power wire that comes in. And that power wire, when I hit this trigger, it allows the power to go to this track. Each track has a piece of metal on it, 1 and 2. One is positive and one is negative. When you put a car on, the pieces of the metal on here go to the motor. And it will provide power to make your car go. Like that. Wow! The tracks are made of metal, right here and right here. And since electricity goes through metal, when you connect another track on, the electricity can continue to go down the track. And when you put the car on, the car has 2 little pieces of metal that are connected to the motor. The motor goes around and round, and it rides on the track. Now let me show you something. I got a little electric motor here. I'm going to put one of the wires on one track and one on the other track. And when I press the trigger, it puts power to the motor. Just like this car. Here's what the bottom of the car looks like. The power goes in here, spins the motor. When the motor spins, see the gears? And then it comes back out this way and completes the circuit. Check this out. I'm gonna put a battery on here. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Now it's too bad I couldn't tape a battery on here and just make it go by itself. Vroom! I hope that explains it a little bit. Back to you, Dr.
The show is
Charles.
almost over. But remember, if you have a question to ask Dr. Charles, leave a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to like it, man. Yep.